He's gone, she said.
That's it.
And then she started crying.
Come on, love. Come here.
She started crying, my mum.
Come on, love. Come here.
I looked at Lizzie, and she couldn't speak. Speak. Lizzie. It's Lizzie. My sister Lizzie. I couldn't speak.
Look.
So it was just Dad's
At least he went quietly.
voice trying to find
At least he didn't suffer.
something to say.
Not at the end.
It was the morning after all night. Mum didn't let me and Lizzie go and see him, my uncle, our uncle, me and Lizzie's uncle.
Uncle.
Dad said he wouldn't see him, though Mum didn't stop him, so I don't know why we all had to be there. And I said that to
Because she doesn't want to
Lizzie, right there.
be alone.
And then.
Because
Right there and then.
she doesn't want to be alone.
And then she started crying.
He was so small.
Mum.
So small.
She started crying.
He was so small.
The way he looked was the hardest bit for Mum.
He just shrank.
The way he looked.
He just shrank.
I looked it up. It said it makes you throw up. That's the worst bit, it said. It says some people don't have it because that's the worst bit. It makes you throw up. They decide to die instead. It makes you throw up and they'd rather be dead than be alive and always throwing up. He kept on with it, always throwing up, always and something else. Uncle Tony started dressing differently when he was ill. Not straight away. He didn't do it straight away. Not as soon as he found out, but once he knew it was nearly over. He was nearly over, not the cancer.
Shut up!
I only saw it once.
Not here.
Him dressed up, I mean.
Not in front of them.
Outside his flat.
Not in front of Mum and Dad.
I walked, not gone to see him, just chance. And when he walked out, I didn't know it was him, even though I looked at him for ages, felt like ages anyway. Yeah. I guess a lot of why you recognise a person is their clothes, their hair, whatever, and when that's all different.
He was so small.
Like Mum said.
He just shrank.
His size, his new size, made the outfit more convincing, or maybe.
Outfit?
But he looked really different, and I didn't.
Outfit?
I didn't know it was my.
Outfit?
I didn't know it was my uncle, even though I was looking at him. He'd been a bit bulky, not big, not fat, but he always looked strong, but he always looked broad than my dad. And when I was little, he picked me up and threw me about, and my sister didn't like him. He
Only fucks women because he hates them.
And he had loads of girlfriends, so I don't know what she means.
Too many.
Mum said, and Lizzie's
Difficult.
Dad said.
Intentionally difficult.
And I don't know what he means either, but Lizzie called Tony a cunt last time he came for Christmas. It was the dress, that's why I didn't recognise him, because of the dress and the wig, a dress and a wig. And he didn't look strong anymore, not because of the dress, but his shoulders, he wasn't bulky at all. And I wouldn't even have looked at him for that long, but the wig. I thought it was her because he looked so small, his shoulders not bulky at all, but the wig. It was shit. A rubbish wig, and that's what I was looking at because it was wonky. And it didn't look like hair, it just looked like a wig.
You'd better not be joking around.
Sweetie, please.
This is some sort of joke.
I wouldn't have guessed it was him, but then he made
Sweetie, please.
a face at me. He made the face at me, the one he always made at me, with his eyes rolled back in his head and his tongue sticking out. The face that used to make me laugh when I was little and laughed at still, though, not proper laughing now, no, not proper laughing for ages and ages. And he made that face, and that's how I knew it was him. It looked like his face had gotten smaller, but like it had stretched at the same time. I know that sounds stupid, but that's what it looked like. It had shrunk, there was nothing to it. But his skin looked weird and thin too, like someone had stretched it at the same time that he smiled. And that's when I must have made a face of my own, the one that made him run away from me. I was surprised. I didn't expect this person I didn't recognise to make that face. I guess I looked a bit surprised, and I was shocked, really shocked, more than just surprised, because he looked really awful, really ill. And a bit scared, and it made my whole body jolt, more than just surprised, really shocked, and I felt shivery. Freezing water running down my back. More than just surprised, really shocked, and a bit scared too, like him, like Tony, like Uncle Tony, a bit scared too. He pulled the wig off, his hair patchy underneath and really awful, really ill and ashamed, shy, embarrassed. But I'd never seen Uncle Tony ashamed, shy, embarrassed or anything like that. So I don't know, then he ran inside. I probably could have stopped him, he wasn't very quick. He felt so ill, really awful, really ill and not good at running in heels. Heels. But I didn't stop him, didn't move, ashamed, shy, embarrassed, just watched him run away. And kept thinking, he thinks it's the dress. I kept thinking, he thinks it's the dress. I kept thinking, ashamed, shy, embarrassed. And I'm more than just surprised, really shocked. I didn't care what he was wearing, not even a little bit.
What for?
Freaked Mum and Dad out.
I didn't know he was...
Freaked.
What for?
More than just surprised and really shocked, but not the dress, maybe, but not the dress. Just really shocked, maybe it wasn't the dress, but something new right then, the shock of something new right then. When all shocks are over and Tony's dead and there isn't really Tony anymore. Just something starting to dry out under a sheet and there isn't any room for surprise anymore, but here's something new.